I'm thankful my neighbor lied about being a war hero. When Roger moved in next door, he became the neighborhood celebrity within a week. He was a Marine war hero, and he told these crazy war stories at every barbecue and block party, and everyone absolutely ate it up. He had the uniform jacket, the veteran plates on his car, and he even got special parking at the grocery store. People treated him like a total hero everywhere we went. But my older brother is a Marine, so I grew up hearing real military stuff my whole life. This guy kept saying things wrong, and his stories had these weird details that made no sense. Like he said he was in Afghanistan in 2005, but then talked about stuff that didn't exist back then. I started writing down everything he said, keeping track of all the things that didn't match up. I needed to figure out if this guy was actually lying about being a Marine. At first, it was just small stuff that bugged me. Roger called his drill instructor a captain when every Marine knows they're called drill instructors. Then he said he did boot camp at Fort Pendleton, but it's actually called Camp Pendleton. My brother corrected me on that exact thing when I was like 12. I let it slide because maybe he just misspoke or whatever. But then things got worse. Roger started showing up at the local diner, and they gave him free meals every single time because of his service. He went to Home Depot and got the veteran discount on like $400 worth of stuff. I watched him milk it everywhere he went, and it made me feel sick. Then one day I saw him at the coffee shop talking to this older guy wearing a Vietnam veteran hat. Roger was leaning in all serious going, I held my best friend as he took his last breath in the sand. I told him I'd make sure his family knew he died a hero. The older guy had tears streaming down his face listening to him. I wanted to throw up watching Roger use fake fallen Marines to get sympathy. But what really pushed me over the edge was when Roger announced on our neighborhood Facebook page that he was organizing a huge fundraiser for struggling veterans at the community center. He posted this long thing about how he wanted to give back to his fellow Marines and help them get the support they deserve. Everyone was commenting about how amazing he was and pledging money. I sat there staring at my phone thinking about my brother who actually served, and I just couldn't let this fraud scam our neighborhood out of their money that was meant for real veterans. The night of the fundraiser, the community center was packed with everyone from our neighborhood ready to donate. Roger was up front in his uniform jacket telling another war story, and everyone was hanging on his every word. I texted my brother that morning and told him everything, and he said he'd handle it. What I didn't know was that he called every Marine he knew in the area and told them to show up right in the middle of Roger's speech about the brothers he lost. The back doors opened, and my brother walked in with 30 other Marines, all in their dress uniforms. The room went completely silent. My brother walked straight up to the front and goes, Hey Roger, I've got some questions about your service. What unit were you with? Roger's face went white. He stuttered something about the 3rd Battalion, but my brother cut him off. Funny, because they have no record of you. In fact, the Marines have no record of you at all. Someone in the crowd gasped. Roger tried to defend himself, his voice shaking as he goes, No, that's just a records error. The military loses paperwork all the time. He tried to fake a laugh. You know how the system is. And besides, I was in a classified unit, so there wouldn't be any record of me. But my brother pulled out his phone and goes, I also found your actual Facebook from 2005. You were working at Best Buy in Ohio during the exact time you claim you were in Afghanistan. He held up the phone showing Roger's old posts. Someone in the crowd stood up and demanded Roger explain himself. Roger just stood there shaking, and then he literally broke down and admitted he made it all up. My brother looked at him with complete disgust and goes, Get out of here right now before I call the police. And you're paying back every single donation, discount, and free meal you scammed. Everyone was yelling at Roger as he ran out of the building. My brother got on the mic and announced, If anyone still wants to donate, I guarantee your money will go to real veterans. Every penny. Then something crazy happened. People started pledging way more money than they originally planned because they were so angry about what Roger did. The fundraiser ended up collecting triple what they expected, like $15,000. My brother gave me this proud look and told his Marine friends that I had his back. They all shook my hand and one of them goes, You did more for veterans today than that fraud did in his entire life.